In today's Farm Report, moving cattle can be stressful for both the producer and cattle, and dangerous if not done properly. Emily Wilmes with the University of Minnesota Extension Service Office shares some tips on how to properly move cattle and stay safe.
When working with beef and dairy cattle, it's always important to practice good stockmanship, as it keeps both you and your animals safe. My friends at UMASH, the Upper Midwest Agricultural Safety and Health Center, provided me with some awesome information about safely moving cattle. Remember that when moving cows, you should always be PALS, P-A-L-S. Be patient, consider the angle of your approach, think about the location relative to the cow, and slow the speed of your movements. The cow is always right, and not to mention much larger than you are. Cows move consistently and predictably in a calm environment. If a cow is not moving the way you would like her to, reassess the signals that you are giving her. Think of a cow and imagine a circle that is drawn around her about 1 to 2 feet out. This is her flight zone. Now think about another circle that is about 3 to 4 feet out. This is her pressure zone. To move her, start movement by slowly approaching her pressure zone. Be sure to give the cow space and time to notice and react to you. Walk at a speed that keeps you out of the cow's flight zone. The angle at which you approach a cow will influence the direction she moves in. Also keep in mind that the area directly behind her is a blind spot, so it's important to stay clear of that area. UMASH reminds you to keep calm and move cows. If you would like to learn more about the Upper Midwest Agricultural Safety and Health Center, visit www.umash.umn.edu. This is Emily Wilmes with University of Minnesota Extension.
USDA's Food and Nutrition Service, with the help of partners and schools, is discussing school meals for the upcoming school year. Dr. Katie Wilson is Agriculture Deputy Undersecretary for F&S.
We have made great strides in offering a variety of healthy choices. These choices include introducing students to many different fruits, vegetables, and whole grain products, and an increasing number of products purchased locally.
Another part of the conversation is implementation of the community eligibility provision. Becca Siegel, a child nutrition associate for the Center on Budget and Policy Priorities, talks about the program's first year.
Community eligibility has a very high threshold to participate and is only available in the highest poverty schools. In fact, we were very surprised to learn that 1 in 5 schools nationwide meet this criteria.
The benefits of CEP include increased meal participation, improved school environment, and buy-in from administrators. For USDA Radio, Susan Carter, Washington, D.C.
The University of Minnesota Extension Service Office hosts field days to help producers learn how other producers are running their operations and maybe learn some new techniques and technologies to better their operations. They've been doing recent dairy field days, but they also host beef field days for beef producers. Emily Wilmes with the University of Minnesota Extension Service Office shares the one going on in Morrison County in early September.
Attention all area beef producers. Be sure to join us at the upcoming Morrison County Beef Field Day. The field day will be held on Tuesday, September 1st at 6 p.m. This year's host farm is Hanneken Angus. They are located at 22348 93rd Street in Royalton. Ralph Hanneken has been in the cow-calf business for 30 years and has been in the purebred cattle business for 20. The Hannekens have 160 registered Angus cows and run a cow-calf operation, as well as marketing breeding stock and having a production sale each March. Half of the operation is in rotational grazing, and the pastures all have a fresh water supply. The Beef Field Day will include farm background and Q&A with Ralph Hanneken, presentations and discussion from University of Minnesota Extension educators on the benefits and challenges of rotational grazing and managing a mineral supplementation program. There will also be a tour of the pasture and working facilities, and there will be an evening meal sponsored by the Mississippi Valley Cattlemen's Association. Beef producers from across central Minnesota and the egg professionals that work with them are encouraged to attend this free event for some great education and awesome networking opportunity. University of Minnesota Extension is able to offer this program free of charge thanks to our generous sponsors, the Mississippi Valley Cattlemen's Association and Egg Star Financial Services. Again, the Morrison County Beef Field Day will be held on Tuesday, September 1st at 6 p.m. at Hanneken Angus. They are located at 22348 93rd Street, Royalton. Pre-registration is not required for this free event, but is encouraged to help with the meal count. If you have any questions about the Beef Field Day or would like to pre-register, call Emily Wilmus at the Stearns County Extension Office at 320-255-6169. This is Emily Wilmus with University of Minnesota Extension.
First of all, the corn reaching the dough stage now to 71%.
That's notable progress, says USDA meteorologist Brad Rippey.
We've seen actually 57% of the nation's corn entering the dough stage in the last 3 weeks.
That's nearly 10% more than the 5-year average at this time. Corn dented, on the other hand, is a little behind.
21% by August 16th, 5-year average 28%, last year 20%.
The delays are across the far northern Corn Belt. As for soybean progress,
looking at the blooming progress, almost on par, 93%. That's 2 points behind both the 5-year average and last year at this time.
Soybean setting pods,
79%, equal to the 5-year average, 2 points behind last year. Almost half of the nation's soybeans, 45%, have entered the pod setting stage in the last 3 weeks.
States like Missouri where things are behind, that's due to extensive earlier wet conditions. For USDA Radio, Susan Carter, Washington, D.C.